Please be seated.
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello.
This is the case of Cayce versus Ewing, Edwards, and Hawkins.
Thank you, Jerome.
You're welcome.
Good day, everyone.
Good day, Your Honor.
Ms. Cayce, you say that for more than 25 years, your mother has told you that a deceased man who is listed on your birth certificate is your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now another man, Mr. Edwards, is claiming he is your biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Ewing, you say you are sure Mr. Edwards is not your daughter's father. In fact, you say you are 100% certain that a man named Otis Hawkins, who you claim was shot and killed, is in fact your daughter's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Edwards, you claim that you and Miss Ewing were still in a sexual relationship at the time her daughter was conceived and hope to prove that you are indeed Miss Cayce's biological father.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Miss Cayce, please tell the court, what has it been like to spend your life without a father?
Actually, it been hell. Not knowing where I came from, I built a bond with Otis Hawkins, who's on my birth certificate, even though he's not ever been in my life. I do not know what the man looks like. I don't have a picture of him. I don't have anything about him, but he is on my birth certificate. My oldest daughter I passed Hawkins on to her. So I pretty much raised my kids the way that I have never been raised. I make sure that the mother and the father is in the home and they know exactly who their father is, whether he wants to be there or not.
Ms. Ewing, when you hear your daughter talk about how much it hurt to grow up without her father, how do you feel?
It hurts me to find out that's how she feels. If I would have knew that that's what she needed, I would have did my best to help her, but I did not know.
Ms. Cayce, you seem to kind of roll your eyes like you don't believe your mother.
It's not that I don't believe her. She has 9 children. My other siblings had their father in their life. Me, it was like a dark hole. I was walking down a dark hallway that it was never gonna have no bright light to it. And it was kind of rough. It was real hard on me.
Ms. Ewing, what have you told Ms. Cayce about Mr. Hawkins and your relationship?
I called his cousin to see did she want to spend time with LaConda, and she informed me then that he had been shot in the head by his brother and he was deceased. LaConda was 7 years old when I was told that. I didn't want to tell her until she got older. I didn't know how to tell her, and I'm telling you exactly what I was told.
And what was your relationship like? Were you all in a committed relationship?
Yes, ma'am, we was until he came back from overseas.
You obviously were in a relationship, had a sexual relationship with Mr. Edwards.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Cayce, when did you hear that Mr. Edwards could possibly be your father?
Mr. Edwards had inboxed me and we had spoke. I had spoke with his youngest child and he was like, you sound like me. I seen a picture of you and my dad in St. Louis with my sister, which is his daughter. She was like, you kind of look like me. Our face was just similar to each other. Like she's certain that I was her sister.
So to be clear, Mr. Edwards is your older sister's father?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mr. Edwards, you weren't in your daughter's life or Miss Cayce's life, am I correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
So you reached out to her on social media?
I was looking.
You were looking?
I was looking for them. And, you know, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I felt like this. We lost one. We lost one boy. We ain't losing this one. I'm not losing you. I'm not losing you.
Why are you so convinced that you're her father?
I don't even understand how I can tell. It's like the hair stands up on my back. She looks so much like my family. She's got everything that my mom had, you know, what my mom looked like. I got 6 other daughters. And my youngest daughter, I mean, if you look at her and look at her, you would still.
They look very similar, you're saying?
Yes, ma'am, they look.
And so at some point you hear from Mr. Edwards
Yes, Your Honor.
You go meet him, what's going through your mind?
I did not have a bond with him. Me and my older sister had a conversation about my mother, and she was like, well, what if he is your father, since mother lied to us for so many years about different things? What if Mr. Edwards become your father? And I said, I don't believe so, because the bond that I had felt with him, it wasn't there. It wasn't no daughter and father bond that I felt. It was a blank feeling.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. So, Miss Cayce, let me ask you something. All these years, you've had Otis Hawkins on your birth certificate.
Yes, Your Honor. Eventually, when I got over the age of 18, me and my husband sat down and we did a research. I got on a social network and I found Otis Hawkins, and he was in Natchez, Mississippi. They did not disclose if he was alive or deceased, but they have gave me 2 addresses and 3 phone numbers. At that present time, I contacted the 3 numbers that I had for him. They was all disconnected. So at that point, me being frustrated, holding everything in from being a child, I just blew up and let it go.
If you had the opportunity to speak to him, what would you have said?
It would be like a dream come true, like what anybody would love to meet Jesus. I would love to meet him. It would be amazing. I would just ask him a lot of questions like, what happened? Why did you leave? Is it something that she said to you or did to you to make you leave me and not want to be in my life?
He didn't leave because of you, LaConda. He left because of me, not you. You had nothing to do with it.
Well, I have took a lot of blame for that.
Well, you need to stop feeling like that. He left me. I left him.
You were an innocent child.
You was a child. You had nothing to do with it.
Miss Cayce, all this time, you really have been torn.
Yes, ma'am. I don't believe any child in this world should grow up without a parent. Whether it's the mother or the father, I don't believe any child should have to go through that. And then just not knowing where you came from. That gentleman is Mr. Hawkins, and Mr. Edwards are African American. She is Caucasian. Everyone said I look Puerto Rican, which is Mexican or something. How is that possible if both of them is African American? So it's kind of confusing to me growing up not knowing where I'm from, who I came from, but her.
Well, Miss Cayce.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been told for over 25 years that Otis Hawkins, the man you believe to be your father, was dead.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's alive. And we found him for you. Miss Cayce.
Yes, ma'am.
You've been told for over 25 years that Otis Hawkins, the man you believe to be your father, was dead.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's alive. And we found him for you. Jerome, please escort Mr. Hawkins into the courtroom. You need to sit down? You okay?
Have you go up to the witness stand there.
Oh my God, LaConda, there's your dad! There's your dad!
Oh my God, that is me.
Let me see.
Oh, I got
That's
this picture.
you.
My sister lost it. I have this picture.
Look at you, baby.
This is a picture I had. My teddy bear, my best. I love that bunny. Mr. Snuggles was his name. I used to always take that bunny with me everywhere I go.
And Mr. Hawkins, thank you, sir, for joining us today.
Oh, God.
I look at this picture every night. I never stop loving LaConda.
God,
I look at this picture every night. It hung over my, this picture been in this frame right here for the past 26 years, 27 years. It's been in this frame, hanging up over my bed.
You look just like him, Rhonda.
I never stopped thinking about you.
You see that? You look just like
Yeah.
him.
I never got to see you ever in my life. I never got to lay an eye on you or even speak to you.
You done forgot me. Here's a picture right here, Rhonda. I took her to Mississippi for Christmas. Let you go.
I see you with all your family.
Mm-hmm.
So you've been keeping LaConda's picture.
All these years I looked at it
You
every
remember
night.
the relationship with her mother.
Yes.
Tell me about that relationship.
It was pretty good at first, and it just, after some years, it just went bad. When I was overseas when LaConda was born, and that was, when I got back, she was like about maybe 2 or 3 months, and that was the only Christmas that I didn't go back to Mississippi to see my parents. I stayed in California because she was just born.
You obviously love this little girl. You carrying this picture in the frame for all these years. What happened? How did you lose contact with your baby girl?
After a couple of years, I moved back to Mississippi. And the last time I saw her, when Junior brought her over to the house, I didn't see her no more after that.
But this was your daughter. I mean, there were phones, there was the mail.
I don't know, she said she tried to find me cell phones. Everybody got away from house phone. The number they had was house phone.
Did you ever doubt LaConda was yours?
No, no ma'am. She mine, she mine.
I don't either, LaConda.
They just asked me last weekend when I buried my mother, and on her obituary, 25 grandchildren, and you one of them 25 grandchildren.
Oh my God.
Did you ever hear that people were looking for you? They were told you were shot and killed. How did that incorrect information get out?
I don't know, but I know one thing for certain. Didn't nobody in my family put that out.
Did you make up the story about hearing that he had been shot and killed?
No, I did not make up that story. That's what I was told before I left San Diego to move back to Long Beach. That's what I was told.
Okay. So I think it's time to get the results. And you have another man that believes in his heart that you could be his. Both men have been tested. If anyone needs to have a seat, please feel free. We know this can be very emotional. In the case of Cayce versus Ewing, Edwards, Hawkins, pertaining to whether Mr. Edwards is the father of Ms. Cayce. Mr. Edwards. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. In the case of Cayce versus Ewing, Edwards, Hawkins, pertaining to whether Mr. Edwards is the father of Ms. Cayce. Mr. Edwards, you are not her father. In the case of Cayce versus Ewing, Edwards, Hawkins, pertaining to whether Mr. Hawkins is the father of Ms. Cayce. Mr. Hawkins, you are not her father.
LaConda, in my heart, you still my child.
I know you did.
Miss Ewing, do you know who her father is?
Yeah, I do.
And it's
His brother.
Mr. Hawkins' brother?
Whoa. Didn't see that coming.
So you were sleeping with him and his brother
He
at
was
the
gone.
same time?
No, not at the same time. He was gone. He was out to sea, and I had slept with his brother twice. And I told his brother I couldn't do this no more, and I was with him.
When LaConda was born, my brother wasn't even living in California.
Nope.
My brother was not out there.
Yes, he was.
My brother came out to California after I was out the Navy.
I can understand how you might be in denial and disbelief as well. Is your brother still alive?
Yes, he's still alive.
Okay.
I was also told that Ginger was fooling around with the man that ran the store, which is Arabic.
Okay.
Miss Ewing, it's time to lay it on the line. I don't know if what they're saying is true. I don't know. But I will keep it real in this way. If you sleep with a man's family member, the man at the store ain't too far-fetched. We at the point now where it can't be no shame in our game.
There's not.
We just have to tell it like it is. This woman has grown up her whole life thinking it was her fault her father was shot and killed. Off of a 7-layer lie. That's not acceptable.
It's not.
And you're her mother and you can help her right this wrong. I will be in touch with you. I want you to do your thinking, do your research, and see if you can get the other man or men to cooperate. Until that time, court is adjourned.